Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Welcome to Footwork. We're going to be looking at pivoting or turning around so that we can face a different direction. Previously, we've looked at being in our fighting stance and taking a turn to look at our quarter turns, whether we're here, I step through, whether I'm in this direction and I step around. Now we're going to do that kind of in place. So I'm going to put my foot kind of, I've got an X right here, this is handy. And I'm going to be standing normally. And I want to get out of the way of this line of attack, so I'm just going to pivot out, like I'm opening the door. So I'm standing here, chilling out, something comes towards me, I pivot out, I end up in my good fighting stance, and I have to work out what's going on after that. Notice that my left foot, which is on the cross right here, doesn't move. I push off my right foot and pivot on it, as if there was a nail stuck through it. And I'm rotating on that. Pivot. Boom. I can use the other foot and pivot that way too. So from normal standing, I pivot into my fighting stance. I can step to pivot. And I can step to pivot. We call that inside pivot in our Hapkido. I can also allow that front foot to move a little bit as well. As I pivot, I just slide down that line right here. As I pivot, I slide down that line. So the pivot is I am rooting one foot to the ground, pivoting on it, and then doing something else, whether it's moving or staying or becoming stable in my stability stance. So pivot motion, stepping, pivot off that front foot, step, pivot off that front foot. I'm just hanging out normally and I pivot straight away without moving, pivot straight away. Or I can step back, then pivot to get more distance there. So I'm like, whoa, so I'm gonna do that again. I step back to here, then I pivot off it again. Step back and then pivot. All different ways you can incorporate this into your toolbox, into your footwork game, so that we have a variety of tools to use when someone's attacking, whether it's moving forward or backwards, side to side, moving it off at different angles, or rotating with quarter turns or pivots or a shuffle step around. Put some reps into this, get your game going, start shadowboxing it. We'll go through some different drills in later videos. Stay safe, enjoy your training, friends.